Are we gonna do a podcast today, or are we just gonna
All
talk?
right. Well, it'll be just like a chit chat podcast,
All right,
a catching up kind of episode.
for sure, for sure. Well, fucking, what have you been doing, bro?
Fucking enjoying my new job.
Hey, where are you working now? You
Uh,
still work in Mendota?
yeah, I'm at HCC.
What's HCC?
They do tractor parts, pretty much.
You
Build,
make
ship out
you
tractor
making
different
any more
tractor
money
parts.
doing this?
Oddly, yes.
You are nice, dude.
Oddly. So,
Is it better? Is it like a better environment there too?
I mean, it is more laid back for sure. And this is something I don't completely understand. I'm making less. No, I'm actually making like 3 cents more an hour,
Yeah.
but I'm making like $20 more a paycheck, which doesn't make sense to me because
Did
that
did
doesn't
you
add up.
did you have any like 401k or something they were taking out of your other
Nope,
check? Oh, I wonder if there's. Wow, that's weird.
a little
That's
bit.
weird. I wonder if it's something. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't
Do you get
either.
benefits and shit?
Not yet. I'm still new. After my first 45 days, then I will. I'll get all that. It's a union job too, so
Oh, hey, union member. Now
yeah.
we're the union boys.
Hell yeah.
Hey. So what? So like,
Hey.
you max out like you earn more money every couple years or
I got to read the handbook, but I'm pretty sure like there's yearly raises.
until like maybe because I know when I worked at General Mills it was like because that's a union job and I
Yeah.
you started at like 5 years. You started at 50%, and every year you went up 10%, where you went from like
Nice.
16 to like $30 or something.
Damn, fucking that's decent.
Yeah,
At my
we were.
last job, it was I'm gonna adjust my light real quick. My last job, it was like a 2% raise every year, maybe. Which is only 1 year I didn't get mine, but that was just because I don't know, the supervisor at the time didn't feel like doing reviews and whatnot.
Yeah, that's
Which is
fair.
whatever. He didn't. He was close to retirement. He was. He. You can kind of tell that he was out. You know, like he
Yeah, but
opted out.
just because like you're on your way out doesn't mean you don't do your job any less. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Especially in his position,
Yeah. As a
you know?
supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in charge,
What is that?
I mean, kind of in charge of giving people raises and shit. If he wasn't reviewing, he wasn't giving anyone raises.
Well, right. Well, the raise comes with the review. As long as you
Right.
have a good review, good. Which I don't know.
Oh fuck! How's my mic sound, by the way?
You sound pretty good. How's mine? I have a new filter.
It sounds no, it sounds good, bro. It sounds really
Ooh.
fucking
I
good.
don't know if
I
you
just what?
kind of see like the shield around it.
Yeah, I need to get something like that for mine, dude.
Dude, it was like $10 on Amazon.
I have to order me one
Just
because I
crash
had,
all my shit.
you know, when you gave me one, there's one here, like the one that you hook to the
Yeah, yeah, like
here and
the
it wraps around.
kind of round thingy.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
too heavy. It's almost too heavy when I put
Yeah.
it on my boom. It just wants to pull it down.
It's
So
another part of the reason I got this small one. I'll send you a link in a bit.
wait, so do you have yours on a stand or is it on a boom?
Mine is on a stand. I actually gave the boom to my friend Shelby. She's trying to start or starting like a gaming channel and stuff, and she didn't really have one, so I don't know.
No, that's cool. I mean, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. There's
And I
no.
have two table stands, so I mean, whenever we
Yeah,
record, it's on a table. It's just more convenient.
only makes sense. You got some extra stuff to help
Yeah,
somebody out. You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? That's fucking cool, man. That's how you do it, bro.
I'm
That's
saying.
how you got to get motherfuckers ready, and then that motherfucker might get, might pop on their channel, so they're gonna hook you up with something. You know what
You
I'm
see,
saying?
all I ask is a shout out.
Shout out.
Yep.
That's fucking. That's cool, bro. So,
But yeah,
what? Why did you leave Plano? What was the whole thing behind that?
there's a number of reasons. One, I guess more or less the straw that broke the camel's back was they announced they're going to 12-hour shifts. mandatory for everybody.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And
After doing 6 days a week. Okay, I was doing, with my position, backup supervisor,
yeah,
team lead. I was working anywhere between 6 to 15 days straight.
that's insane. And like
It
they're
is.
supposed to give you every 14 days. You're supposed to at least have one day off, right?
I think it's you could work 6 days straight without consent. And then if you give consent, you can work, I think, legally 13 days straight. But that 14th, you need to have off no matter what.
Yeah, it's like a day of rest. Your mandatory
Yeah.
day of rest. No matter where you work, you're supposed to have that 14th day off.
Yeah. But that didn't really start to happen until we got this new supervisor up there.
So is it somebody new? Like a
Yo, yeah,
new
like fresh off the
supervisor?
street, like he's never worked that Plano before or nothing.
A new supervisor, you said?
Yeah.
And why didn't they make you supervisor?
Uh so I wasn't necessarily offered the position,
Yeah,
but I made it clear that I wanted to train and learn to get to that point to where I could apply for something like that comfortably.
yeah,
And I just, with how little the last supervisor had me training, I just didn't feel confident in myself and I didn't want to set myself up to fail. So I just honestly never applied for it.
yeah. Well, That's good though. I mean, you
Yeah,
don't want to
I
set
didn't,
yourself up for
yeah,
failure.
I
So
didn't feel like I was ready for it. So I'm like, might as well, wait another couple years or whatever.
yeah,
And then, no, this supervisor, it was more of the same with that. It was really hard for me to actually train and be in the office like I was promoted to be. With what my job title was, the only time I was supposed to be in the office was when either the supervisor's gone or the team lead is gone, which I was technically backup team lead, which that makes sense. Whenever one of them's gone, I have to step in and fill, their spot.
yeah.
And they wouldn't let me do it.
That's fucked
I,
up,
I
dude.
understand being shorthanded and I'm supposed to be on the floor, but no, the supervisor just wouldn't do it. Wouldn't put me in the office. The only times I was allowed to be in the office, so to speak. And I don't know, the plant manager is pissed off about it, and she was doing everything she could to help me out. She was great. She was a big reason of why I was there longer than what I wanted to be.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it got to a point to where just the little things he was doing. I strongly feel like he was trying to sabotage me and make me quit. I didn't realize this until other people pointed that out to me. They're like, "Why is he picking on you? Why is he, kind of singling you out?" I'm like, "Huh? I never really thought of it like that." And then
Well,
when I did, I'm
now
like, "It
that you
makes
put it in the
sense."
light, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and like the plant manager is one of the people. Like, yeah, I've noticed the way he's treating you. I'm like, "Oh yeah. Well, how is that? How is he treating me? Please enlighten me, boss."
Yeah.
Please tell me, boss of my boss. But there was one thing that a big thing that really, I know it got the supervisor in trouble. He and I feel kind of free to talk about it because I don't work there anymore. Like I can't get in trouble for talking about shit. I'm not gonna say names, but still. He So Ashley does the haunted house every October.
yeah,
We were working weekends. I this like starting in August. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be available for. I gave them a 2 month notice that I was not going to be available for Saturdays, Sundays in October at
yeah,
all. And I reminded him every couple weeks. And then when I got to like mid September, it's like every weekend. I'm like, hey, just a reminder starting the first weekend of October, I'm not available for weekends in October. I made it very clear. And the whole time, he's like, yeah, no problem, no points. Don't have to use vacation days. You'll be fine. And then about middle of October, he started giving me points for not showing up on weekends.
Why? Why? What a fucking piece of
He,
shit, dude.
yeah. And then when I found out about it, he was like, well, they're trying to make, the higher ups aren't really approving it. And either way, it doesn't matter because I have the final say and I'm refusing to give you those points. And then beginning of November comes around. I was coordinator in the office. It was on a Saturday. It was like my first Saturday back, doing weekends and stuff.
Mhm.
And I had someone come up like, hey, what's my points? I'm thinking about going home at 7. I'm like, yeah, dude, just give me a little bit. I'm a little busy. I'll go through them and, I'll let you know. I go through his points and, I had someone else ask me the same thing. I go through their points and something he tried to throw shade on or something fucking completely made up. When I'm in a role like that, I take it seriously. I take it very, very fucking seriously. I will not break a rule knowingly or intentionally. I will not break a rule. Okay, so I told Louis was one of them. I told Louis how many points he had. I only told Louis his points. Nobody else. This other guy, I forgot who. He was. I told him his points. I never told Louis the other guy's points or anyone else's points. And before I stray off that road, uh, I was like, oh, fuck it. I want to see how many points I have. I should be dropping down to like 0 points or 1 point soon or whatever. I looked at my file and I'm like, wow, this piece of shit told me he was refusing to give me points. And then my file shows he still gave me points for those weekends.
What a dude. What a
Yeah.
fucking ding dong, bro. Hey, I'll be right back.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna smoke a doobie
You're
here in a
good. You're good.
second. I had to blow my nose, but
Yeah.
continue.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
What part? Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah, yeah. Little intermission. Um, and copy this link real quick so I can send it to you.
The show. So you liking your new job though?
It's taking some getting used to, just because I don't know my work ethic. I I've noticed it's making me notice that I have changed drastically from the time I started at Plano to when I left. Because about halfway through, well, after a year of Plano, I got promoted to the backup supervisor team lead position, and just learning as a supervisor, growing, with that supervisor state of mind. It's really hard for me to try to be laid back at work.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I always have to keep busy. I always have to any kind of downtime, I have to find something to do. And at this new place, they're like, just stop, just relax. We get it. You're okay. Just relax. You have like a minute before your next thing drops. Everything's straightened up. It's okay. Breathe. And it's kind of hard for me to fall into that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely not bad. I'm enjoying it so far.
So where is? Wait. So where is that place? I've never heard of that fucking place.
Well, it's funny you should ask
Is it right there by
because
your house?
no.
Oh.
Uh, at the front door of Plano, if you like look to the left a little bit, you see it.
Are they the same building right there?
No, it's
It's down the
there's
street.
yeah, you got Plano, you have Ridley Food or like a dog food place, and then you have HCC.
Yeah. Yeah. So all
But
right.
yeah,
So
you I can see Plano from work. It's hilarious.
fuck you guys.
Yeah,
Shit.
which
No. So
no, it was a good job. It's just the supervisor was just too much.
you never finished that
So
story.
yeah, as soon as I found out that he was still going behind my back and giving me points after he reassured me he was refusing to give me points, I brought it to attention of the plant manager. Just I shot her an email. I'm like, hey, Can you look into this, please? And then like the following Monday, she touched base with me, to follow up on it. And yeah, no, she reassured me like some things changed. It was unapproved. I understand that. I told her straight up I would have taken the points, no problem. My issue was that he told me he was refusing to give me points and then went behind my back and gave me the points anyway. I told her that's my only issue with it. See, they started this. We had a lot of people calling out on the weekends. They started this incentive program. If you don't call out for 2 weeks, you get an extra 150 on your paycheck. It's taxed, but you get almost an
Wait,
extra day on your paycheck.
if you don't call off,
Yeah, because we had an issue with a lot of people calling out Saturday, Sunday. So they're like, all right, so maybe this will make people actually want to work. And, you
which
know,
that is kind of a good incentive, right?
it didn't work for the most part. Like
Oh
at that
shit.
point, going on 11 months of, mandatory Saturdays. At first, it was like mandatory Saturday and Sunday. Half of the shift would work Saturday, the other half would work Sunday. And then they switched to everyone just Monday through Saturday. And then they ended up switching back to Saturday, Sunday.
Wait, so
But
is your new place? Does that have a third shift,
they're
or they're
starting a
just
third shift.
oh you're not gonna have to work it?
No, no, no. See, something I really like about it was this is my first union job.
Hey,
Yeah, they cannot force
hey,
overtime.
yeah, hey.
Yeah, which I don't mind, whenever I'm needed, fucking for sure, dude. I don't mind doing the overtime, coming in early, staying in late, whatever. I don't mind it, or working Saturdays as long as the hours, work for my schedule. I
How
don't
much
mind
are
it.
your dues every quarter? You got to pay
Uh,
quarterly, right?
I'm technically not union yet, not until my 45-day probational period is over.
Well, then yeah. After that,
Yeah,
so then you. So did they tell you though how much your dues would be?
it's in the handbook. I'm assuming I haven't really gone over it yet. I've been there a
It,
month, but
it's probably like $100 every 3 months. So because mine I pay 125 every quarter. It's $500 a year. But if I do, so for me, if I do, it's called STARS. It's Safety Training Program. If
yeah,
I do 40 hours of that, they'll give me my dues free for a year, or they'll give me a
nice.
$400 gift card to
Yeah,
somewhere else, or a shitty little laptop or something. Which, well, I mean,
that's badass though. I mean,
no, it's cool. But like this year, what I'm doing, because I just did it the first time this year, I did a bunch of safety training in
yeah,
2020, so that rolls over to this year. So I'm doing my dues, which gives me like technically $500. So
yeah,
I'm gonna put $500 aside. Like I'm gonna save it up over time.
right.
Once I got $500, I'm just gonna go fucking blow it on something, dude.
Hell yeah,
Because I'm like, if I could, well, what I'm like, I could go get a new monitor from Best Buy with the $400 gift card, but I'm like, then I'm losing a
yeah,
hundred bucks.
yeah.
No, it's
But yeah,
cool though.
but that was one of the things he fucking did. Another thing is we had, dude. Oh man, I didn't do it, but he just assumed I did it. We had this employee back talking and just showing his ass and getting into arguments with the other team lead. They emailed plant manager, got her involved. She looked into it and stuff, and the supervisor got pissed off that the other team lead went over his head because he wouldn't do anything about it, and he just assumed I did it. And he's like, he made it clear to me as soon as he found out who did it, he wants them to stop and he wants them off of his shift. I'm like, really? Like you're gonna say that? You don't say that to your employees, from one. And the fact that you're sitting there hinting, thinking I did it,
What a
like this
fucking
is,
clown.
yeah.
Did
And
he
every
drive to
time,
work in his fucking clown car that day? Was he wearing his fucking
dude,
clown shoes? Because he sounds like a straight up fucking clown,
yeah,
bro.
he and every time he made it clear he didn't want me there. Just little hints that he would drop. Like every time there was any position open up on a different shift, he would walk up, pull me aside, and be like, "Hey, there's other opportunities on first shift. They need a material handler. That we might be asking you to do that." And I'm like, "No, I'm a team lead. I'm not interested in any other position besides learning my actual position that you guys won't let me do." And I throw it in his face every time too. I'm like, no, I want to learn my position that you're refusing to let me learn. It's a position I was promoted to. It is a position higher than material handler. I don't know why I would take that, not necessarily demotion, but I don't know why I would take that step back when I'm trying to go forward. And this was like every month or so. Every time, literally every time there was another position on a different shift, he'd try to be like, you know, they might be asking you for it. And I know damn well the plant manager is not gonna come and ask. She knew what I wanted. She knew I wanted to train enough to where I could, one day become supervisor for second shift, and then learn enough to take her spot when she retires. She knew I was there to move up. That is my plan with every job I have. I want to move up as much as I can. I want to grow. Step backs, I feel like, are very unnecessary, especially going down a material handler path. Yes, that would be helpful to know as a supervisor, but at the same time, I'm not going to be your permanent material handler or your permanent dock person, which was another issue I had with him. I told him before he put me on dock, I told him I hate it. I don't want to do it. Quit putting me back there. And he's like, okay, well, you're going to be back there tomorrow. And I'm like, no. And then the next day, me being how I am, okay, whatever, I'm needed back there. I can somewhat do it. I don't know the paperwork. I don't know most of what I'm supposed to do, but I do understand put the boxes on the pallet, wrap the pallets, put them on a trailer. I'm certified on a forklift, easy enough, whatever. And like I said, I can do that. Someone is needed on dock for the day, whatever. And it got to the point to where he was refusing to have anyone actually train me and show me the paperwork. He was refusing to have anyone like actually help me learn what he was trying to force on me. And it was so aggravating. And I kept telling him I didn't even like it at all. I kept telling him, dude, quit putting me back there. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. There was I remember the last time I told him I don't want to do it. He's like, okay, that's fine, no problem. We have Gage and we have Louie. That's not an issue. We have Anthony. He can do it. And he was pointing out to me other people that he could do it or that could do, that was trained on it. And then
Yeah.
I had a vacation day on a Friday, so I wasn't there. And he, of course, waited until Friday to do his weekend schedule, which I already knew I was going to be scheduled both days as an operator one day, supervisor the next. And like I said, he waited until I wasn't going to be there to dispute it. And he doesn't show up on the weekends. He doesn't have to work weekends. So, he waited till I wasn't there to put his weekend schedule together and to post it. That way I wouldn't be able to dispute it before the time came. But he scheduled me for a doc on, I think, Sunday or Saturday. And I walked in, I'm like, the other team lead was supervisor for the day. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm refusing to do it. I'm not doing fucking doc. They won't train me. They won't even give me the doc pay for it. They won't pay me to do a position that's a higher
We're not
pay
going to pay
rate than
you
what I'm
because you don't know
making.
what you're doing. Well, you
Yeah,
guys won't tell me what I'm doing.
exactly.
It's like,
And
fuck,
I'm like,
man.
yeah. So like, I refuse to do it. She was,
On a
she was
bunch of
like, yeah.
clowns, bro.
She's like, yeah, dude. I don't know why he keeps even putting you back there. I've heard you tell him plenty of times that you don't want to do it and that you're not going to do it, but he keeps, she pointed that out to me, and then she wrote a very angry email to the plant manager about how she had to do doc because I flat out refused to do it, and she threw me under the bus, which is fucking whatever. I didn't have to do it, and I didn't have to do it anymore after that. The following Monday, plant manager's like, "What happened?" And I explained to her exactly what I just told you, and she's like, "Okay, well, he never once told me that you before that he's never once said that you didn't like it and didn't want to do it." I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting off of that for almost a year. And he keeps doing it to me. And she's like, well, don't worry about it. It's done. You don't have to do it anymore. And she was cool about it. She completely understood. And fucking next day, he wasn't there that Monday. And then the next day, he got pulled into a meeting with the plant manager and the plant manager's boss about the whole situation, which is how he's been treating me. Because, plant manager definitely noticed it.
Yeah.
And she knew that they were going to end up losing me if he didn't lose his, if he didn't change the way he was fucking acting. And it got to the point to where, or like after the meeting, uh, he wrote me up for refusing to do doc. He wrote me up for refusing to do doc and for telling him I want to learn and be in the office more, like I was promoted to do. That was put in my write up. And I need
This
to
was
accept the fact that I have to be on the pod instead of in the office when I'm supposed to be in the office.
this is right before you left.
Yeah, this was like a couple weeks before. And
So then you just started to look for new jobs and shit.
well, one more thing I want to say that he did that really pisses me off. He prides himself. Well, no, there's two more things. He prides himself on being the leader of the shift and, always being there trying to do what's right for everyone on the shift. The last time it snowed, can you hear that noise in the background?
Yeah, it's is it coming for me?
No, no, it's Ben's toy. I don't know what the fuck it's
I don't
doing.
know if it's my fan. I'm catching up on my mic because I got my fan pointed out my
It's
window
some
right
weird
now.
like beeping sound. Is it like really like
No,
noticeable?
I don't hear no
All
beeping.
right, cool. Never mind then.
It's I think it's my background noise I'm hearing. Do you
Well,
hear
no,
my
I don't
fan
hear
though?
that. No, no, I don't hear nothing besides you.
I hear
But I do hear like the toy like off in the distance in his room.
like bleep 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 bleep
Yeah,
bleep
yeah,
bleep bleep
yeah.
bleep bleep. Oh, that might be it then. But I didn't even notice it till you said something, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, nobody else will then.
Yeah, yeah, fuck
But
that.
it's not too overpowering. Yeah, no. Like I say, he prides himself of always being there for the shift and all this and that. Last time it snowed really bad. This motherfucker, it was right when I got break. The team lead wasn't there. I was on the floor assembling and being an operator because of course. And he's like, so the plant manager emailed me. She wants me to go check the roads to see if they're good enough to send people home. She wants me to go check Route 34. And I'm like, all right, so okay, go do that real quick. I'm supposed to be on, like, I just got my lunch break. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll clock back in and I'll, stand in supervisor until you get back. He tried to leave and he's like, well, the plows wouldn't let me leave. So I'm going to try again in a little bit. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. And he's like, well, with how bad they are, we're probably going to send out of town people home. Like the people that live out of town, we're probably going to send them home before it gets worse. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, so Cody's floating. He's gonna go home because he lives like 40 minutes away. So I'm next in line for floating. I'm one of the people that he'll trust, one of the people that know how to float that'll still be there because I live in town. So I'm like, all right, so when that happens, I'll just take my lunch break then. It's not even a big deal. About a half hour goes by and he's like, the plows are moved. I'm gonna go check 34 for Kelly, or didn't mean to name drop. I'm gonna go check 34 for a plant manager to see if it's clear enough to send people home. I'm like, all right, so that's fine. I had Cody take my spot to floater, and I'm, standing supervisor. He's gone for like 20, 30 minutes. He comes back and he's like, yeah, no, we're definitely not going to be able to send anybody home. It's too bad at this point. And I'm like, well, that's kind of shitty. Looking at the time, it's almost 9. So I'm like, you know what? I only got 2 hours left. Not the first time I've done it. I'm like, I'll just go without a lunch break. It's whatever. About to leave anyway.
Yeah.
And then I go take my spot back. And then like 9:30, he walks up. He's like, why are you even on the pod? How come, why are you an operator? I took you off the pod at like 3. And I'm like, no, no. You put me here at 3 because we didn't have enough people. And he's like, well, I just shut something down. They're gonna come take your spot, and you gotta be supervisor. I'm leaving. I'm like, really? Like you're not letting anybody else leave? And how are you gonna abandon your fucking shift like that? That was so fucking bogus, and that really pissed
Yeah.
me off. And he's like, "I got everything done. All you gotta do is just just the numbers at the end of the night, calculate scrap, and that's it." And I'm like, I mean, I was pissed off, but it's whatever. Okay. And then I go in the office. Well, I walk around, make sure everyone knows what they're doing. I found like two people that haven't had their lunch break yet because supervisor fucked up like he always does. And I'm like, okay, well, great. I'll watch your spot. Go take a break, whatever. And then like 10:30 comes around. I go into office, and he didn't do shit. Like all shift, he did not do anything. I had to do all the paperwork. I didn't get out of there until almost 12 because he didn't do any of the setups. He didn't do any of the downtime. He did literally nothing all shift, and then made me do it when he left. And I told plant manager about that. Like, I told her too. I don't mind having to do that, but it really just the way he did it really pissed me
Yeah,
off.
dude, they're fucking just so bogus
Yeah.
over there, bro. It's good that you left. It's fucking great.
Yeah. Just like I
So
said, it's just because it was good until the supervisor. And then so they fast forward a couple weeks. They announced that they're going to 12-hour shifts, mandatory for everybody. So I'm like, okay. Told him I'm putting in my 2 week notice. I'm not doing 12s. I did it for like a month and a half straight. When I was on third shift, I'd come in early to help second out, and I get maybe an hour of sleep. Ben was younger; it was easier. He used to nap. He doesn't really nap anymore. So like
yeah.
I would be up. The way they're gonna do it, you work like 2 days straight. You're off for 2 days. Work 3 days straight, and to keep on that schedule. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be up for 2 days straight because I'm gonna be up for work, and then I'm gonna come home. I'll have to be on night shift because Ashley's schedule. So I'll come home in the morning and be up all day with Ben. Like I'm literally
Oh,
gonna be
they're
up for
gonna
two
go
days
back to
straight.
like 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, three
Yeah,
days off,
yeah,
12, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 p.m. to 6
yeah. But it
a.m.
would have been 7 to 7 would have been the
Still,
only difference.
that's
But
shitty
yeah, yeah,
because you would have to do overnight, like you said. You
yeah.
would have to do overnight, and you had to come home, and then you'd
Yep.
have to fucking
I'd be
watch
awake for
Ben.
2 days straight, and then I'd be awake for 3 days straight.
Yeah, that's
So
insane.
it's yeah.
That just doesn't work. So you put your 2 weeks in.
Verbally, which does everyone knows that doesn't count for shit. You got to write. Well, not everyone knows. I
So
didn't
you put
know.
your 2 weeks in, and you're like, hey, like I'm finding a new job. Then you got a new job, and you tell them you got a new job, or you just went to the new
No,
job.
no, no. So I put in my 2 week notice.
Yeah,
Verbally put in my 2 week notice, which doesn't mean shit. For it to actually count as a 2 week notice,
you got to type it up or something.
yes,
Got to
you got
write
to
it.
at least write it down at the very least, so it can be
Yeah.
documented.
Yep.
And I told him, put in my 2 week notice. Looked at my calendar on my phone. I'm like, okay, so this day is gonna be my last day. And he's like, you know what? Just think about it, think it over. Which, I mean, I was very quick to do it. And I thought about it, and I took my 2 week notice back, which it was a verbal one, so it didn't even count. But I told him to, I take my notice back. You're right. I'll try and duke it out. And I didn't think it was going to last long, anyways. They legit canceled the 12-hour shift schedule already before they even moved to the 12-hour shift schedule. They lost so many people. They're like, yeah, maybe this is a bad idea, which was stupid because they had me go around asking people how they felt about 12-hour shifts. And they're like, yeah, no, we would quit. And then they're like, okay, so let's do 12s. And then everyone's like, okay, we quit. And they lost a bunch of people because of it. And then they're like, oh, okay, so you were serious. So yeah, they ended up canceling 12s anyway. But
Oh, they did.
keeping do what?
They did. They canceled them.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Fuck
So
them.
keep in mind, this supervisor has proven that he does not care about planning ahead. He will not plan ahead for literally anything at all. And one second. Okay. Yeah, no. Like I said, he does not plan ahead. He's proven that plenty of times. Come to find out, he was trying to replace me. Like this other person, she would have done great as in my position as a team lead. She would have done great. Nothing against her. She's cool as hell. It would have been a good fit for her. But the fact that he was going behind my back, having conversations with other people, like, hey, so he might be leaving. We might be getting rid of James. I want you to I want you to be the new backup coordinator.
He was saying that to people.
Well, he was saying it to this one specific person.
That's fucking. That's
And
like
yeah,
some snaky shit, dude.
but she turned it down because she's like, I don't want to force anyone out of their spot. And, she's super cool about it. But he's like, no, 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 it's okay. He's leaving. And you won't have to. This was before they canceled the 12-hour shifts. He was like, you'll get to stay on the 8-hour regular schedule. And at first, when she told me about it, I'm like, no, no. Plant managers and HR said everybody will go to 12s no matter what. The supervisor might be the only exception. Might be. There's no guarantee for the supervisor, but everybody under him guaranteed 12-hour shifts, including me, including the other team lead, everybody. I'm like, don't let him tell you that shit. He's lying to
Hey,
your
if the
face.
if the fucking workers have to work 12 hours a day, the fucking managers and the supervisors should be
They
there working with
should,
them.
yes. But well, that would
You know,
require to
that doesn't make it.
having they would have had to hire a whole new supervisor too. The way they do it now, they can manage with three. So, or the way they would have done the 12s, they would be able to manage with just three. But yeah, and it's funny too because no, I didn't tell them about it. It was shady on my part. But that day, it was like the day after,
Fuck them.
or no, the weekend after they announced 12s. I played at HTC, had my interview like literally the following Monday or Tuesday, and they're like, "Yeah, you want to start next week?" And I'm like, "Well, I told them I want to, put in a 2-week notice, be professional about it and whatnot, give them that professional courtesy." And they're like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." But I had my HTC start date,
Hmm.
but even then, I was still on the fence about, like last minute calling HTC and be like, you know what, I found something else, and just not even going.
Yeah.
Then
Well, you're nervous. You're probably nervous because it's a new job, and
yeah,
that's the
and I
thing.
was
You're going to a
settled
new
at
place,
Plano, and
right?
I like
Exactly.
Plano. I did not want to leave. If it wasn't for the supervisor, I would still be there.
Are you
I
glad you
will
left though?
100% say that. Right now, yes, because of
Yeah.
the only because of the supervisor. The new job, I do enjoy it, but I don't know. I was already backup supervisor. I didn't have to start over like I am now, which is
Yeah,
not a
but
big
that's all right
deal.
though. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
bro. You work your way back up there, but I mean,
Well, I
like,
mean, like even today, I'm getting certified on the forklift already. So, I mean, they're definitely they want to keep me.
that's
But
fucking awesome.
yeah, no, it was my last week, which was supposed to be, the last week. I was supposed to start HCC the following Monday, and this person, walked up and told me about, Paul trying to replace me, and I had her watch my spot so I could go call him out. I've had enough of his shit at this point.
Yeah,
And I went to go find him and call him out on his bullshit, which I haven't done that yet at all. I've always went to straight to the plant manager because I know she'll deal with it.
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm taking this straight to him. I went to him, or I went to look for him, and I found a plant manager instead. Well, I found her first. And she's like, oh, well, what are you doing? You got a minute? I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do have a minute.
Yeah.
I quit.
You said that to her?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, just with Paul. And I told her, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. He's trying to replace me with this person over here. He flat out told her and had conversations with her. The only reason why she told me the only reason why she's not doing it is because she doesn't want to push me out. She'll do great at the job. If you guys do offer it to her, she'll knock it out of the park. She'll do good. But yeah, no, I can't deal with him anymore. I just no, I'm not doing it. I quit. And she's like, quit as in come back tomorrow? And I'm like, no, no, like quit as in come back Monday. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not. As long as Paul is here as supervisor, I no, I'm not gonna work here. And she's like, okay, well, that sucks. And I apologize for, on the notice, or on the spot, just quitting without, doing a proper 2 week notice and all that. Because she's always been good to me, and I did feel bad for her for doing that to her. But yeah. And then I got home and fucking like not even 10 minutes after I got home, HR called me and they're like, "Yeah, so aside from a supervisor spot, we're willing to offer you any position on any shift here or in the sandwich location." They're like, "You've been here too long and
No
you just have
shit.
too good of a track record. We don't want to lose you." And I'm like, I don't know, just give me a few days to think about it. And they're like, take your time, take the rest of the week off. That's
Wow, they didn't
fine.
want you to quit, bro.
They
They were like,
didn't.
"Wow, we really want you, JC." And
Yeah.
you're like, "Yeah, well, I really want to work here, but like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Like
having
it just I
problems with
can't
the
yeah.
fucking staff here, and like I've been here too long to deal with this shit." I'm like,
Yeah.
I would do the same thing. I'd be like, "Look, I can't deal with this either." Because me, I'd get fucking pissed off, and I'd either want to go fucking punch him in the fucking face, or land me in jail, so I'd
See,
have to leave. I'd just be like,
that's
I
the
can't come
thing
back.
too.
I just,
You've known me for how long? And how
mm,
often have you seen me get mad at anything?
dude, you don't get mad. You
To the
don't really
point to
get
where
mad.
I literally just want to deck him in
Rage
his
quit.
fucking jaw. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Even then, dude, like fucking just to walk out on a
Motherfucker.
job, bro, that is not me.
Bro,
But it
fuck
is
that
what it
dude.
is.
I can't believe that shit. But you know what though?
I,
I'm sure if he,
man.
I'm sure if you wanted to go back, they would definitely hire you back.
So I don't want to sound too cocky, but the way they're set up, you have to, if you quit or get fired or whatever, as long as you're on good terms, you have to wait a full year, a full 12 months, and then you could reapply. This happened uh 22nd, so like a month and 2 3 days ago. I'm willing to bet if I applied, they would scoop me back up in a heartbeat,
For sure. But I
like
wouldn't go back
without a
there.
doubt.
Yeah, but don't go back there.
I mean, if Paul or
Go.
if the supervisor's still there, I'm not at all.
Yeah, fuck
If
that.
they get rid of him, then absolutely. If I ever see a job posting on Indeed for, supervisor spot for second shift at that place, I'm damn sure gonna apply for it.
Oh fuck yeah. Fuck yeah,
Fucking
but
dude, HCC has this supervisor spot that I really want to apply for, but I don't know, and it would be for second shift too. I feel like I don't know enough about the place. I really want to talk to them about it, but I don't know.
did you tell them that you had like a management position at the other place? I mean,
Yeah.
that should
Well, they have my
right there,
resume.
right there. They
two
should be
years
like
of team lead experience, plenty of times stand in supervisor.
they probably want to promote within, but if they don't, bro,
No,
you
no,
should
the job
ask.
listing is on Indeed for anyone to apply.
So you should apply for it. Be like,
I was thinking about it.
especially how long have you been? You've been there a month now. You can be like, well,
Yeah,
like I'm kind of understanding like how you things work here, and like I think I had the experience the other job that I could
yeah.
use here and help you guys.
Well, I don't know. I feel like they would. I just the same reason why I didn't apply for it at Plano. I don't want to. I feel like I don't know enough about the place or about the product to confidently be like, "Hey, I want to be a supervisor."
Well, then fucking learn it, bro. Go grab
I'm
a
trying
fucking
to.
instruction manual, fucking track
Like
your
it's
parts.
been up for the posting. It's been there since when I applied, which is like a month and a half ago. So I mean, they're still looking clearly.
Oh, bro, I got my braces
I
off. Did I
see
tell you?
that. Yeah,
Look at them fucking kissers, dude.
hell yeah, it's fucking beautiful, dude.
Beautiful,
Beautiful ass smile. Beautiful.
beautiful. Hey, so how is everything else going besides
Everything
work?
else is decent, dude. We're planning kind of like our honeymoon because we never took a honeymoon.
You
Me and
going to
Ashley.
Tennessee, right?
Yeah,
When you
Memorial Day
guys doing that?
weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, nice, dude.
Yeah. So I hit you up before too. I'm gonna see if we
So
could kind of like rent your extra car for the weekend.
I would, but two things. One, my plates are suspended on it too,
Ooh,
so
rip.
you can't drive it on the road.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is it burns so much oil. Like
Yeah. See, I thought about it. I remember you told me about that, and I thought
yeah.
about it after the fact. I'm like,
So that
I'm gonna hit up. Yeah.
taking it that far would be a risk. But if it was legal
Yeah.
to go, bro, I would let you take it. I got triple A, so just fucking get it towed
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
I don't know. We're on such a tight schedule. We reserved cars, or we reserved a car at Enterprise, so for the weekend.
Nice. How much? That should be pretty cheap for you guys.
So it'll be Friday through Tuesday. We're gonna leave Friday right when I get off work, and we're gonna come back. We should be back like Tuesday morning, and it was like 360, 370.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good.
That's
Cheaper
not
than
bad
what I
at
thought
all.
it would
Shit.
be.
Yeah. No shit. So
Yeah.
fucking no, that's super cool. Where are you gonna go stay when you go down there?
And stay with my uncle Ronnie.
Nice.
I haven't seen any of them in almost 7 years. Justin, my buddy Justin came up. I mean, pretty much my brother came up in 2017, but that was the last time I've seen any of them. So I'm really excited.
No, that's fucking awesome, dude. You need this too. You haven't taken a
Yeah,
vacation, so you need
that
that.
and just stress on top of stress on top of stress. It'll be nice to get away for the weekend.
Yeah, no, that will be fucking nice.
And it's an 8 hour drive too, so that's just gonna suck. But
It's right through Illinois, right? You just
yeah,
drive right through
it's like straight
Illinois.
down.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, it
that's
won't be
fucking
bad.
cool. I just got back from Denver. I went to Denver again. My boy Brandon, he's moving to Alabama. He just moved to Alabama actually.
Ooh,
It was like 420, I think. No, it was like the Monday, so
yeah,
419. And so he actually his last so they kept pushing the closing back on their house in Alabama. He's moving with his parents, so his work was like, yeah, they're like, well, you can keep working until you don't want to work
yeah,
no more. So he was supposed to quit working like the last week of March, but he ended up working until like the first week of April, and then we left. I think it was like April 2nd,
it's
Friday,
not
Good
bad.
Friday.
Yeah,
We we left Friday morning. We left at fucking 4 in the morning, bro. We made it to Denver. We were there.
hey,
We
you
were
made
there
it though.
for yeah, right. So we were going to go for 5 days. I think we stayed an extra day. So we were supposed to come back Tuesday, but I think we stayed Tuesday and we came back Wednesday. And dude, we made it back, and it took like we were doing the speed limit on the way there.
Yeah,
It was like 13 and a half hours on the way back, bro.
damn,
He cleared it because it's just him driving, right? Because I don't have a
right,
license. He cleared it in like 12 and a half hours.
nice.
Yeah, and we were riding a little dirty, you know what
Well,
I'm saying? Yo, shit.
oh
But
yeah,
fuck it, dog. No, it was a good fucking time, man. I had a great fucking time. It was good. I needed to go out because
yeah,
I've been stuck at home, bro. I'm not doing a lot of driving because I don't have a license. I got
yeah.
court stuff going on. I got court stuff going on tomorrow and next week, and
Hopefully that shit works out, dude. You
no,
got
it's
dealt
gonna
a
be
fucking shitty hand.
well, bro. So let's like take it back to 2018, and I got that second DUI. That was
Yeah,
a year and a half after my first DUI,
right.
so it's kind of like a big deal. It's only a misdemeanor. So, anyways, I'm going to court for that still, and I the last year it's been weird because I haven't been going to court because like there's no in-person court
Yeah,
due to Corona. So I'm just out doing my thing, and I'm like, man, I know I got court soon, but I'm like, my lawyer will call me. I'm like,
yeah,
well, wait, I got a new number, but I'm like, I changed it on the app for the lawyer, like the week that
right. So he
we
should have it.
communicate. Yeah, and then fucking, it's February 1st, dude. I'm driving the Escalade around. Well, I'm not driving around. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm coming back from McDonald's. I'm a mile away
Yeah,
from my house with my food, and I'm like, I'm gonna max out. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to fucking
right.
work tomorrow. And I get pulled over, and I'm like, I wasn't speeding. I'm like, why did he fucking pull me over? He pulls me over. He's like, hey, he's like, you got a warrant for your arrest. And then he's like, you're driving on a revoked license. So I had to go to jail. I didn't go to jail. They booked me, but
Right.
it's like $500 to bail out, and then I had to pay $500, go back up there to pay him another $500 to release my car from the tow company, which I had to pay the tow
That's
company an
fucking
additional
stupid.
$150.
Damn.
So that was definitely like a $1,200 night, right?
Yeah.
$1,200 bag of McDonald's. It was a great bag of McDonald's when I got home, and I heated up my fucking Insta fryer or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it is. And Anyways,
Fucking
so that
Christ.
I got to go to court for that. They want so that's my second driving a revoked license. My first one was like, you remember when I got my first one? You were
Yeah.
with me,
Yeah.
and yeah, they didn't even take me to jail, dude. They just gave me a ticket, right? And they
Right.
gave me a fine, and that's a Class A misdemeanor. That's what my
Yeah.
DUI is, you know. But this time it's my second one, so they're like, all right, well, for this one, that's King County, and that's the newest one. They're like 240 hours community service or 10 days in jail, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna probably do 10 days in jail because I'm not doing 240 hours of fucking community
Fucking, you
service.
get it done quicker. Just or I don't know.
That's 10.
It's
That's
weird. I feel like the jail time is more convenient.
It is,
Just
but
get
it's
it out of the
fucked up.
way.
It's fucked up. Like, why can't they just give me a bigger fine or something? You know what I'm saying? Give
Yeah.
me a $2,400 fine instead of 240 hours community service, because I can make, I could pay that off in a couple weeks. I
Yeah.
mean, that'd probably equivalent to me fucking working
Right. Right.
10 days, but I wouldn't be like 10 full fucking days in jail. I don't know. It's fucked up. So, and then my
Yeah.
DUI, my lawyer, it's not being very fucking clear, but this is what he's spitting out to me. He's saying we can plead the DUI and lose the license. We won't lose the license as long, and then we won't go to jail as long. But if I do the reckless, I'll lose my license longer and I go to jail longer. So, and I don't know, jail 90, 60 days.
And still though, like, why?
So, and then, well, right. And it's like, well, it's been 3 fucking years. And like
Yeah.
3 years, I have accomplished a lot. And by the way, I'm
You've come a
actually,
long fucking way, dude.
dude, a long fucking way from 2018, bro. 2018 was like the end of like the bad part of
Yeah.
my life because
Yeah.
that was like the ending. And that's when I started to, get clean. And I'm not saying like I'm completely clean, but I don't fucking shoot
I mean,
heroin,
dude,
smoke
from
crack,
where you
pop pills and
were,
shit.
like, yeah,
I
you're
smoke
doing
weed. I,
pretty fucking good.
I smoke weed, take a
Yeah.
little acid here and there, you know what I'm saying,
But I
which I did
mean,
it
dude,
last week. But anyways,
compared to what you were, you're doing fucking fantastic.
bro, and then oh yeah, so I got pre-approved for $150,000 mortgage. I'm saving up
Nice.
money right now. I got enough money for 3.5% down on 100,000 plus closing costs. Because I need for 150,000, I need like $11,000. I
Did you
don't have that
hear
much saved up.
how much? 11,000?
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
that much. But I mean, for $100,000 house, I could go buy right now.
That's pretty good though.
So, but I'm holding out because I'm thinking I'm waiting till court
Yeah.
ends. I'm gonna wait till I get my license, and I might move to Puerto Rico, bro, because housing is cheap. Thousand USDA like housing, $1,000 down, and you get a house, and the taxes are cheap. So $80,000, $100,000 mortgage, it's only like $500 a month. So if I
Nice.
only needed $1,500 a month to live down there, which would be like $18,000 a year, which is like kind
Yeah.
of a lot of money, but it's not like I could do side
Or
jobs
if you
all
think
year,
about it,
bro.
yeah.
I could do side jobs all year and just fucking
It's
work
not
when I
bad.
want to, make my
Yeah.
money and pay the
Right,
bills.
right.
I mean, it's not a lot. I just go down
You'd
there.
be happy though.
I'd sell weed too. Fuck it.
Yeah. And if
I'm getting
this
paid,
podcast kicks off,
dude. Hey,
hey.
bro, I'm telling you, and like they got big old houses down there. They got like it's like they're like fucking almost 2,000 square feet, but they'll have like five fucking rooms
Yeah.
and two bathrooms, and
Hell
some of
yeah.
them need work. But like, bro, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Right now I think our plans are we were like trying to save up for a house and trying to work on that. I think plans are now we're just gonna try to save up, but get a new car and then just save and just move to Tennessee.
Tennessee, it's a lot cheaper in
Yeah.
Tennessee, dude, and that's why like I want to buy a house out here. Don't get me wrong, housing is a lot more expensive, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the fact is, like, the price per square foot of the house is way more. But that's not the thing. It's the fact that the taxes are as much as the principal. So the fucking $600 mortgage is fucking $1,100 because there's $500 in taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absurd and like
And
it's
then
crazy.
this guy I used to work with, my buddy Brian, he says he has to pay like 9 grand a year in taxes or property taxes for his house that he owns. I'm like, fucking Christ, man.
Illinois is like one of the top three of the highest.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I bought one of these, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's a Doctor Dabber switch. The thing was a little pricey, but what's really cool about it
Oh,
is it does dabs perfect temp, and there's no
nice.
torch. You don't need a
Yeah.
torch. It's fucking super cool.
Happy belated 420, by the way. Two
Hey,
days
happy
later for everyone
420.
listening.
It's fucking 420 for
It's
8 more
420
days
somewhere.
or 7 more days. It's 420 everywhere, but when you live with me, everywhere. No, so I've been smoking, chilling. I haven't been working a lot because there were like two jobs that each were like 5 minutes from my house, but those
Yeah.
are coming to an end, and like I still work there. Like I worked this Monday. Well, I didn't work there. I shouldn't say I worked there. You could cut this part out. I worked there. I worked there, but no, it's fucking. Oh,
I just
got
sent
some
you a link
messages.
to that thing I was talking about.
Nice, thanks.
Yeah.
Y- So no, I mean I do a little work here and there, and I'm thinking I might go out by my dad's for a little bit. You know, he
Oh, yeah.
go there and he fucking eats healthy, works out and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if I go there for a month, bro, I'm like, I probably feel a little better.
Right.
My thing is, dude, I just feel like I can't do it, dude. It's like I just feel like I'm
Man.
not equipped to do it by myself. That's my problem. I went to the fucking doctor, bro, the other day, and I stepped on the scale, bro, and I'm at 335. I mean, that's the biggest I've fucking ever been. I can't do this, dude. I fucking,
Yeah. Shit
I
sucks.
dude, it sucks, bro. And I gotta lose weight, especially it sucks. Like work fucking sucks, man. Imagine if I was just like 100 pounds lighter. Work wouldn't fucking suck as bad.
See, I'm excited because fucking something with HCC. They I think they pay like 75% towards a fucking gym membership
Oh,
or something about their
hey,
union. So I'm definitely gonna do that whenever after my probational period.
yeah, that's a good idea, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking jump back on that. Trying to be healthy.
I want to be healthy, bro. I
Gonna
just want
cut
to be
more
healthy.
meats out of my diet, and
Well, I don't think you got to cut meat out your diet. I think you just got to eat more
I
vegetables.
just want to eat healthier in general. I know chicken is generally healthier
Chicken,
than
fish.
yeah,
Fish is healthy.
yeah.
Fish and like fish is a little expensive, but like it's really not that bad.
And of course, I'll have my cheat days like once a week to start out, and then move to try to move to once a month. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to
Yep.
slowly ease into it because last time I tried to do it, I just fucking balls in and cold turkey everything, and
You
lasted
know
like 4 months, maybe 3 or 4 months.
what I've been doing lately is because I've been drinking a lot of pop lately. I've been drinking diet and like because there's like no calories in it. There's a lot of sodium in it though.
Yeah,
But I can drink fucking Coke Zero all day, bro. And it to me like it doesn't taste like Coke, but it's good enough.
and no, I've actually in a little bit I need to go to the store and grab some waters too.
Yeah, I drink a lot of waters. I always have a
Trying
case
to.
of water in my car. I got two cases of water in my car right now. I actually just sitting there
Yeah.
chilling.
Oh yeah.
I can, you know what? I turned my fan off earlier, and I can hear that fucking thing now.
Man, you know what? Fucking quick intermission because it's been annoying the shit out of me.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some drink. Smoking weed in my room, bro.
Welcome back, friend.
Yeah, so no, bro, I've just been
Yeah.
chilling though. There's not a lot going on. I'm thinking about making some big life choices, but I gotta wait and see what happens with court and shit. I'll be able to know
Yeah.
what happens with court, tomorrow for the DUI, and that's the big one because that one's gonna carry the most time.
Right.
I'm gonna see when I talk to my lawyer if I can because the 240 hours community service. So usually, like, so my grandpa told me back in the day, they would offer you community service. So if it was 240 hours community service, you did 240 hours community service, or you paid $10 per hour, you got a bigger fine. So then you had a
Yeah.
$2,400 fine. Well, I'm gonna see if I can exchange my trade for less amount of time.
Yeah.
And so going rate to work to work a fucking a union journeyman painter for 1 hour after you pay his hourly wage, his benefits, his you got to pay taxes and shit on him. Then you
Yeah.
also got to pay for his retirement. It comes out to be like $90 an hour. So we'll just round it up to 100. So I'll say, hey, I'll offer you guys 24 hours of my work that I do in exchange.
Yeah.
Do 10% of it because it's what I do. Because
Yeah.
and technically, like, they're county, so they had to pay prevailing wage, which would be they don't have to hire union, but they had to pay non-union guys that same amount of money, and they can do whatever they want with it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna talk to my lawyer and see. I hold a union card. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like. So I'm gonna see if I could do that
That'd
because
be
that
fucking
would
dope,
work out.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that because then I only have to do 3 days,
Yeah.
24 hours. That means I could. That means if I got sentenced at the end, it would be a week from today. I got that court date. That means I can start it like the following week, and
Yeah.
after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can be done with it, and I don't have
Yeah.
to go to jail for fucking 10 days, and I don't have to do
Which
30
is,
fucking.
oh man.
It's like that, or if I did community service every Saturday for 8 hours, that'd be 30 fucking Saturdays.
And that's over the fucking thing that you didn't even know about, like
Oh
driving
yeah,
under
oh that's
suspended license that you didn't even know
yeah, my
about.
because my lawyer didn't tell me he couldn't
Yeah.
fucking reach out to me that I missed court, and then I had a warrant, and then also that my license was suspended because that was before I got in the paperwork. Because that was within like
Yeah.
9 days of them suspending my license and them pulling me over. 9 fucking days.
Fucking stupid, dude.
Didn't even get the shit in the fucking mail yet, bro. And yeah, and then like I'm
There's
like,
got to be a
bro,
better fucking system for that.
well, you know what though? Someone told me I need to talk to like the district attorney's office and tell them what happened
Yeah.
because it's like like I'm not saying it's all his fault. I should have known when my court was. I should have known what was going on.
Yeah,
But
but at
but
the same
and I did
time,
change my phone number, but I also did update it on the
yeah.
app. Oh, so what he did though is this is the he switched he switched fucking um people he worked for. So he
Yeah,
worked for
yeah.
somebody, then he went out on his own and he took the cases with him.
But he just kind
And
of
that's
failed
why
to
that's why he
say,
was never able to access my new number on the app that we use to communicate because he was no longer with
yeah,
that person. So
and
that's
he
what
just kind of failed to notice tell anyone about it.
yeah, and then so like I know he has my mom's phone number because he used to communicate through her when I was in
Yeah,
rehab and shit, and um and then like so I the next day I fucking it's like 7 in the morning and I called their office in St. Charles and I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't say what the fuck, but I'm like,
yeah, well,
hey,
right, right.
I'm like, I just got arrested on a warrant I was unaware about yesterday. I'm like, where's Earl? And they're like, well, Earl doesn't work here anymore. He took all the cases. So that and then so like once I did that, they reached out to Earl, and then Earl texted my mom and then emailed me because he didn't have my new number. But I'm like, dude, you couldn't have fucking texted my mom or emailed me after
The
that court
email would have
date?
worked. What he should have done before he
Because
actually left.
I check my email all the time.
Yeah. What he should have done before he left was go on the app and made sure he had updated numbers for all of the cases he was working on.
Yep.
Or made sure he had updated contact information for his clients that he was taking with. That would have been, to me, the smart move to make.
Bro, it's just now I'm like fucked.
Yeah.
Now it's like and like
Uh oh. Uh oh. You froze. Jakey poo. Shoot you a little text message.
240 hours community service, but that's 240 hours I'm not gonna get.
You there? Can you hear me? Jakey, the Christmas poo. Oh no. Hi guys. This will probably definitely be cut out.